What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike. Today, I've got some bad news. I've been in this game for like 5 years now. I started doing steroids back in 2019, I think. I started doing TRT back in 2019, and when I weighed 140 pounds, soaking wet in the morning. And it has been one hell of a journey building the body that I have today. I've done so many experiments. I've tried so many different things. I feel like I've done most everything there is to do in the bodybuilding world, or at least the bodybuilding pharmacology world, despite competing, other than competing, which I have no intention of doing. So those of you who've been following my channel know that I was basically on, either a giant cruise or a blast for almost a year straight. Like for basically a year straight, my doses never dropped below 600 milligrams. The vast majority of the time I was at least 900 milligrams. And I had at least two blasts in there where I went to 2 grams. I've run every experiment that I can think of running. I've run 2 19 NOR compounds, triple 19 NOR compounds with the mint. I've played with my estrogen, my progesterone, my prolactin, orals, everything. And so like 6 weeks ago, when I figured out that I was gonna have to get surgery to get my lower teeth done, I knew that it was time to basically take a break. I'd been putting my body through hell for a very long time, and I felt like taking a break was the best thing that I could do. And so I've had a lot of time to think and reflect over the past 6 weeks, and I have just been absolutely miserable for a while now, like for a lot longer than I think I have been admitting to myself. Over the past couple of 2 or 3 weeks, it's really come to a head, and I have just gone to a really, really dark place. I have gotten to a place where I just can't get any enjoyment out of life. I can't get any enjoyment out of my family, my wife, my career. It's just been all bad, man. And so I just got to the point where I realized that I just can't take it anymore. I cannot take one single more day of what I've been going through. And so I decided finally to go back on blast, baby. I'm back. I'm fucking done fucking around with this stupid, idiotic idea that I gotta live for my wife and my kids. I gotta live for my family. I gotta stop taking all these compounds. Everybody in the comments, you're getting too old. You're gonna give yourself all these different conditions. Dude, I only came down to like 600 milligrams a gear. I was still on 600 milligrams a gear for the past like 6 weeks. But it's not even about the gear. Or maybe it is. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm not addicted to steroids. I'm 100% addicted to steroids. But if the problem that I was having was just an addiction to steroids, 600 milligrams of gear should have been plenty enough to make me happy. There's no reason that I would need more than 600. I've been taking Masteron, Deca, Tren in various doses. I've got, right now, hormonally, I am dialed into the absolute sweet spot. I'm still taking no testosterone, no aromatase inhibitors. Right now, as it stands today, I am currently taking 400 milligrams. Let me make sure that's right. I just upped it. So I was at, basically when all of this was going on, I was at 200 milligrams of Mast E per week, 300 milligrams of Deca per week, and 100 milligrams of Tren per week. That was all of the hormones that I was taking. And I have been absolutely fucking miserable. I've been losing my physique. Now, admittedly, I've been sick. One of the reasons you guys haven't seen me on camera for like a week is I got a horrific stomach virus just recently, like last weekend, I think. I spent what felt like 10 consecutive days vomiting every hour on the hour. It ended up only being like I don't know, 10 hours of constant vomiting, but 10 hours of every hour on the hour, vomiting, dry heaving, vomiting, dry heaving, crying, laying in the floor, vomiting, dry heaving, crying some more. Like, dude, I was an absolute living hell. So I lost a whole bunch of weight when I had to get my teeth done and I couldn't eat shit. Then I lost even more weight when I got a stomach bug that laid me out for fucking days on end. So I woke up this morning at, technically it was 194, but I hadn't been to the bathroom yet, so I'm going to call it 193. So I was 193 pounds this morning, which is the lightest I have been in probably like 3 years. I can't even remember. It is absolutely excruciating to see that number on the scale, especially because I would have thought at like 193 that I would look like Joe Aesthetics. Like, I would think at 193, I would be like walking around in stage condition. And that's the delusion that we all have in our heads, is that it's just like losing weight is going to get you on stage. That those guys on stage have no water on their frame. I shot some video I may put on Instagram today. My abs don't look any better at 194 than they did at 205. Like, so basically what's happened is, like, at about 205 is when I'm holding the maximum amount of intracellular water, glycogen. My muscles are big and full and pumped, and that's as lean as I'm going to get. When I start going down below that, basically what's happened is I started losing muscle over the course of the last several weeks. I do not believe, don't get it twisted, I'm not saying I lost 10 pounds of muscle. I didn't. If I did, this is going to be the last video you ever see of me, and my wife is going to be on here giving you guys like the live stream connection to the funeral. So, but what had happened was my calories got down. I've lost a lot of intracellular water, glycogen. I'm going to pump back up to 205 in next to no time. I know this for a certainty. So that's where I've been. So obviously all of those things combined don't make for the greatest set of psychological circumstances. Okay, but the truth, but during that entire period of time, if addiction to steroids was really the causal factor here, I shouldn't be having any problems, because I've been staying on 600 milligrams of gear trying to maintain as much as I could maintain in the massive calorie deficits that I've been in. And it was not enough to maintain me. What happens to me when I get in these states is that basically I lose all meaning and purpose. The second that I decide to stop blasting gear, i.e., the second I decide to stop trying to grow any bigger, the second I get to this place of, well, I'm big enough at 205. Like, my wife thinks I look really good at 205 and just be lean and cut and vascular. The second I get to that stage, it's like I might as well just off myself, because I've basically just quit on life at that point. Nothing in my life gives me any satisfaction when it's in a stagnant state. I constantly need to be growing or chasing some kind of goal. For whatever reason, I am not career oriented in that way. Maybe it's because of the company that I work for. I'm probably gonna have some videos coming up about that. I just survived a massive layoff at the company that I work for. They laid off like there was 18 sales guys and there's 4 of us left. Okay, so there's a lot of shit going on in my life that's really crazy. I may end up in another company in the very near future. There's a lot of shit going on, so I don't want to get sidetracked here. But the key is that maintenance is not what I'm about. The second I get into just a maintain what I have state, I just can't get out of bed in the morning. There's nothing to look forward to. There's nothing to be excited about. Like I would love to be the guy that can just be like, oh, today's Friday. It's the day that my daughter goes to gymnastics. I can't wait to get to the gymnastics and watch her compete. Oh, it's 6 o'clock, which means it's card time with the family. Like, I wish I could be the guy who woke up in the morning and was excited about normal day-to-day life. Unfortunately, that is just not enough for me. I need to be conquering something. I need to be chasing something. I need to be dominating something. And that's one of the unfortunate states, really honestly, of being a married man who's committed to his wife. And my wife and I actually had an argument about this the other day. It's like when I was going through my depression, it's like there's nothing for me to do in life. I can't chase pussy. There's no war for me to fight. My career has got me trapped in a place where I have so little control over how much money I can make that it's not like I can go chase business because I'm basically like trapped in this like little, like they basically capped my money. And so I was in this state where I can't chase girls, I can't chase business, I have no great war, I have nothing to conquer. And I just feel like I feel like a caged animal. I just feel like this old dog sitting in front of the window looking out on the world that's passed him by. And so like I just kept sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into this fucking depression. I started sleeping like 16 hours a day. Like it was crazy. I mean, I have been through some shit over the course of the last few weeks. I woke up this morning and I suddenly realized if I don't do something to right this ship, like if I don't find some meaning or purpose, like you guys are gonna be watching a video where my wife says Mike is no longer with us. Like that's where we're at, because I don't care about anything else in this world enough to keep me going. And so I need something to chase that is going to be very hard to conquer, that is going to take all of my energy, all of my focus, a lot of fucking drugs, a lot of food, a lot of training, a lot of dedication. I need something hard to keep me on track, because that's the thing. Like when you accomplish something difficult, that's when you get the most reward in life. You know, when you're playing a video game that you've mastered, it's no fun. It's only fun when you're constantly growing. And like I keep saying, there's a limit to how far I can grow in any other facet of my life and still be a committed, respectable husband. Or, you know, like what am I gonna do? Work 2 jobs, you know, and then never see my family? Everything in my life is basically gated and is preventing me from pursuing a goal. So what is the one thing that I can control that nobody else can take away from me? And that's my physique. I decided today I am going to 225. That is the new goal. I am 193 today. I'm going to try to get to 225 in 2025. It may take all fucking year to get there. It may kill me to get there. I don't give a shit. I would rather die on fucking 10 grams of gear and 30 IUs of fucking growth hormone and 10,000 calories a day. I would rather die trying to get to 225 than hang myself because I can't get out of bed in the morning because there's no reason to fucking live. So that's where we at. That's where we're at. I know some of you are going to be excited to fucking hear this because my channel has constantly been going on the decline. I know some of you are going to be in the comments like, we knew it. We knew it. There was no way this guy was going to stay away. It's impossible. He's addicted. He can't quit. I cannot quit. I do not care about the fucking side effects. I do not care about the costs. The second this morning that I decided that I was gonna go back on blast, that I was gonna pull out all the fucking stops, that I was not gonna sit here and worry about the consequences, that I was not gonna sit here and beat myself up every day like, oh, I might be shortening my life, I might have a heart attack, I might have an aneurysm. It's like, I'm definitely going to end up dead if I don't have a meaning or purpose in life. That's a 100% certainty. I will not survive any length of time without something to pour myself into. And this is the only thing I can pour myself into that I'm basically allowed to pour myself into. So this is what we get. You know, this is what I'm going to do. And so I don't care what it takes. I literally absolutely don't care what it takes. So right now I've pushed the Masteron back up. We're going to start going back up on the doses. Right now I'm pushing back up to 400 milligrams of Masteron per week, 300 milligrams of Deca per week, which is about to be NPP because I ran out of Deca. But regardless, 300 milligrams of Nandrolone per week. And right now, I'm going to stay at 100 milligrams of Tren because I was doing a lot of Tren recently and it caused a lot of problems and I'm not ready for that mind fuck again. I do need a psychological break from the Tren. That is a definitive fact. So where I think I'm going in the short term, right now, I just got back from hitting chest. You could probably see that I was sucked up and emaciated and I look like a do you even lift? You guys are probably like, oh my God, Mike lost his entire physique. He has no muscles at all on his frame. He looks like a fucking girl. I get it. I know. I feel like that. Okay? But I'm going to get it back for you guys. I promise. It's not going to take long. So what we're probably going to be targeting is a minimum of 800 milligrams of Masteron E. I'm probably very soon, very soon, going to start bumping the DECA up. So that is potentially going to F with my estrogen level, but I have such total control of my estrogen by using estradiol valerate. It's so fast acting and my body responds to it so quickly, and I'm so sensitive to the highs and lows that if I raise my DECA and it starts to affect my estrogen, which, spoiler alert, I think it's not going to at all. I'm actually now of the opinion that nandrolone does not aromatize. I do not think it aromatizes at all. If it does, it is a minuscule amount. So going from 300, 400, I think I could probably run 800 milligrams of nandrolone and have it have little to no effect on my estrogen level. Even if it causes my estrogen level to go up, cool, I just take a little bit less estradiol and we're back in the sweet spot, which I can test for. That's the beauty of this. All of this I can confirm on paper, on blood work, because we're not going to be messing with anything like a D-ball or a mint or anything that converts to untestable estradiol, and I'm not going to be taking any other aromatizable compounds. So the only compounds in my near future are primobolan, Masteron, trenbolone, nandrolone, anavar, and anadrol. Those are basically the possible drugs on the list. I suspect in short order, like I said, and I'm putting no limits on this, I very realistically, over the course of the next year, trying to get to 225, could end up on a gram of Mast, a gram of DECA, and 300 milligrams of Tren, and maybe some Anadrol. I have no idea. I don't care. I really don't care. The objective is to stay on track to achieving this goal. Now, I do not want, please keep in mind, 225 with no abs is not part of the deal. We're talking about 225 with 6 visible, easily visible abs in any light. Well, shouldn't say any lighting. This lighting right here, I have peeled abs right now. My abs are diced. In this lighting, you probably can't even see them. It's insane. I don't know what it is about cool, direct light, but it just absolutely wrecks any appearance of abs. So you guys probably can't even see that. So that's it. I'm fucking back, baby. I'm about to blast my brains out. I'm about to jack the GH up. I'm about to jack the MK677 up. I may be hitting 2-a-day workouts. That's where we're at. I am seriously considering 2-a-day workouts if necessary to get to 225. I do not give a fuck what the cost is, because whatever it is less than what I have been going through and what I was about to put either my family or potentially like the world, okay? Like I was on some crazy shit, okay? I was not okay for a period of time. You do not want to see my journals. They are a scary, horrible place to be. I have got to get back to the only thing that keeps me on the straight and narrow. During this recent period of time where I've been psychologically unstable, I have taken more Xanax during this period of time than at any point in the 2 years prior. I had opiates when I had my teeth out, when I had my teeth out that I had to stop taking because I was beginning to abuse. I've been drinking alcohol more than recent. Every single one of those signs and symptoms that I'm getting ready to backslide into street drugs or worse, every one of those signs and symptoms has been rearing its ugly head over the past couple of days, and I owe it to myself and my family to put this to a stop right now. So this is the game. Unfortunately for me, there is no middle ground. There's no pathway that is safe, that is not volatile. Yes, this could kill me. I do not care. So if you're going to get in the comment section, tell me all the reasons this is a bad fucking idea, you are wasting your time. I am telling you right now, I do not care at all if this kills me. I would rather die trying to get to 225 than any of the things that have been going on in my head for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So that's where we're at. I'm definitely going to make more videos about this, obviously, as things start to develop. You know how things are going, what my doses are. The same thing I'm always doing. The other thing that's happening in our world is that we are on the eve of maybe the single biggest moment in human history. You may be getting ready to see a lot of political content on this channel, depending on whether or not our Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump, gets into office on the 20th and actually starts implementing all the plans that he said he's going to implement. If on the 20th or the 21st, Customs and Border Patrol starts raiding various cities, you are likely going to see a lot of different content coming out of this channel. I think it is totally possible that Donald J. Trump is getting ready to go full fucking Hitlerian, baby. I honestly hope he does. So there you have it. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There's no telling what's going to happen. Get in the Discord. If you're not already, the Discord is back open and free. The link is in the channel somewhere. The link should be good from now on because it's free. People are getting back in there. If you're looking for certain things, you definitely want to join the Discord. There's people there. A lot of shit is going on. You can't follow me on social media right now if you don't already follow me on Instagram because of my job situation. So if you are watching this video and you want to follow me on Instagram, then you're gonna have to direct message me with something so that I know that you are not a potential hirer, and I will let you into my Instagram. Aside from that, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.